Jim Schwartz talked about his defense kind of getting into a feast-or-famine mode the last couple of games.
We went 7 series of playing about as good a defense as you can play, like punt, punt, interception, interception, punt. And then it was just so disappointing to leave it there at the end of the game. Our offense needed us the most right there after an interception. They needed us the most, and we didn't get the job done. So we feel a tremendous responsibility for that. But the more plays we can make like Mo made, and an interesting thing with that, he had never practiced that position. We had some injuries with Zadarius and some other guys, and we had sort of mix and matched our defensive line guys, and he went in and, at most he had gotten mental reps on that blitz, but went in and executed it really well, and then athletically made a really good catch. But, we need more of that. We need more of that middle of the game. We can't be a feast or famine defense. That's not a way to play. That's not a way to play defense. And our run game was feast and famine too. We played, most of our snaps really good in the run game, but then we give up 3 big plays in the run game, and that's not going to get it done. That's not where we want to be. That's not where we need to go to take this team where we want to go.
And again, gives you a glimpse into what the defense is hearing from their defensive coordinator.
And that's good news, right? Because, we've been so focused locally about arguing about play calling or arguing about what they did on 3rd and 3 and who should be doing this and is PJ Walker enough and should we trade for Josh Dobbs or Jacoby Brissett, and all these conversations that, we have lost sight that the defense in a lot of ways has dropped the ball the last couple of weeks, right? It got covered up in Indy, but that last touchdown they gave up to Michael Pittman was just embarrassing in that Indianapolis Colts game. And this last drive, like for as good as they played in the second and third quarter of that game, that first quarter was embarrassing, and that last drive was embarrassing by this defense, and especially a defense that likes to call themselves the best defense in the NFL. Hey, man, the best defenses in the league, they hold to a field goal at the very least, if not give you a chance to get off the field on 4 downs there. It never even felt like it got close to that after the 3rd down conversion on that last drive. And it seemed very difficult for the Seahawks to score. It just imploded on them. So that kind of stuff just can't happen. I don't really care for what the excuse is. It doesn't seem like Jim Schwartz cares for what any excuse might be for that. It just can't happen. Every other great defense in the NFL has had an excuse to fold in those moments, and they would have been justified in some way to fold. But if you're a great defense, it's because you don't fold in those moments, and they folded last 2 weeks in those situations. So I hope they come out playing like a defense that's been embarrassed for the last couple of weeks, and really leave no room for slack against Arizona.